Hey y'all, it's Kiara Wee, and we are back with another exciting episode of Legend of Zelda, or I say episode stream of Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Zelda's Ballad. Again, this is a mod created by some fantastic fans, and I am playing both casually and breaking the game a little bit at the same time. As you can tell by the fact that I have 10 essences stored, and I'm going to get back more than I can get. I'll actually have one stored at the end of this. So let's go ahead and get my stamina vessels back. My duped stamina vessels, because if you look at my, I'll show you my inventory page in a little bit, but I do not have nearly enough shrines to be doing this. But we're doing it anyways. If you want to know how to do this, one of my previous streams, I performed the glitch. The previous stream, I performed the glitch. And it involves something called apparatus storage. And basically what it allows you to do is it allows you to duplicate or dupe your essences through save file manipulation and shenanigans, because we love shenanigans. Shenanigans are the best. They make life amazing. So let's go ahead and finish getting the remainder of our stamina vessels, and hopefully this all looks good to you. I think it does. It should. There we go. Excuse me. Bargain struck. Could ring ring. So hope you guys have been great. Hope you got a hold of some of those awesome Hylian shield / Master Sword Joy-Cons that came out last Friday, or this previous Friday. They are, by the way, he has one essence of mine. Yeah. Glitch. We're going to make sure that we keep this permanent, so we have to tamper with our essence one more time. So I'm going to give him a heart container, and then I'm going to pull it back. You have to pay him $20 to make this permanent, or 20 rupees to make this permanent. I've been thinking about money a lot. That's why I said dollars. I know what they are. Excuse me. Go forward. But yeah, I got those awesome Joy-Cons, and actually, so my experience with... No, I don't want to get... I want one back. I had an awesome experience with getting the Joy-Cons, because I went to Target on a whim. I wasn't going to get them, but then I started looking at Amazon, and the price was already, the scalpers were on there charging double the price. I'm like, oh crap, and this is Friday morning. I'm like, I need to go see if I can get a hold of the Joy-Cons, because I won't be able to get a hold of them if I don't. So we're going to warp to RITO Village, BT dubs. So I went into Target, and I look around, and there's no spot for the Joy-Cons. I'm like, oh no, they're already gone, because on my app for Target, yeah, the Target app, it's showing out of stock within 250 miles. And there's a guy crouched down at the switch case. I'm like, hey, do you guys happen to have any of these Joy-Cons in stock? Breaking up my story for a second, where I forgot to go get the bow after the Medoh quest. So we're doing that now. So the guy crouching down, loading the Switch cases, and I kid you not, I worked in a Target when I was a teenager. I didn't realize that Nintendo had reps go out to the store on launch days. So the guy who was crouching down at the Switch case was a Nintendo rep, and he was super awesome and nice. And he's like, actually, I work with Nintendo, and he had the Switch shirt and name badge on and everything. I was like, oh, because some Target electronics employees wear black, so he kind of blended in a little bit, crouched down where I couldn't see him. He's like, let me see if I can help you find them. And he couldn't find them on his master iPad. The master iPad. He's like, okay, let's go find an employee. And we found a really nice electronics employee who was like, oh yeah, we've got a couple that are left on a U-boat, which is what Target uses to stock with. They've been selling, but we don't even have a floor location for them yet. So the team member went and grabbed the Joy-Cons off the U-boat and got me hooked up, and we started chatting about Skyward Sword and when it released a decade ago. And this bow is awesome, by the way. And actually using a mechanic in my game, we have something fun we can do with it when it breaks. But so anyways, yeah, they were both super pleasant. We were talking about the Skyward Sword release a decade ago, and you know, how the Wiimote had come. I still have that Wiimote, by the way, the gold Wiimote, the one. Got that still. Actually, I'm looking at it right now. It's sitting on my Wii U. It was just really cool. They were very pleasant. It was a good group of guys to talk to. We're gonna pick up a quest here. I'm trying to see which one it is. Is this the one with the heart shadow? The Pride of the RITO, Pillar in the Sky, it's heart light. Yeah, it is. When the sun is high. Okay, so we have to change time for this one. I wish they gave like some thematic music so I could somewhat imagine what that song sounds like. No, I know the quest. I know the quest. So this quest, Shrine Quest, is based off of the shape of this rock up here that Medoh is on. And let me see if I can find an easy way down. Use this platform. This isn't exactly where I want to land at all, but gets us close-ish. So how's everybody doing out there? Everybody doing well on this July evening? I can't believe it is almost we're in the end of July, and I'm just like, where does time go? And somehow I have managed to catch a cold in July. It's not COVID. I already went through that, so it's not that, but it makes colds worse. Good day. Are you Hylian? Now I'm kind of imagining him as Australian. He said good day. Divine Beast, Medoh, do you need something? How are you? Listen to this. I was out for a walk and I saw Frost Talus. Oh, my favorite. Love Taluses. It's a giant monster made of enchanted ice. It was incredible and terrifying. It was incredibly terrifying. I believe I saw it over in Cold Snap Hollow before my adrenaline kicked in. I fled like the wind. In any case, it was enormous. I bet a champion could take it down, no problem. Yes, I could. I don't like Taluses, so I will leave that towards the end. I hate Taluses. With a burning passion. Oh, My horse is going to follow me as I whistle sprint. Because of course, I put an ancient bridle. Also, I am going to need to do a new video for the Master Sword. I think I mentioned this before. Because, why are you still following me that way, horsey? Because, of course, like, 2 or 3 days after my Master Sword shenanigans, where I had to find a fix for my game because for some reason... Okay, Master Sword, getting it early, you had to go through all of these shenanigans of... Where is that heart? There it is. You had to go through all of these shenanigans of apparatus glitch and warping far away and being on your horse and all these shenanigans to make it happen. And, then somebody on Reddit, or Limcube, I'm not sure who gets the credit on this one. I'm not sure if it was somebody on Reddit or if it was Limcube. But found out that if you drop wood, okay, and kill the monsters, that's not part of the process, but we're making it part of the process. Do not put his head on, that's rude. Do not put his head on. Okay, yeah, at least that's your body. Okay. I had to kill them because if I didn't kill them, I wouldn't be able to activate my fire. Now, this doesn't work here, but if you do... Oh, I'm on fire. Oops. Let's not catch fire. That'd be a bad idea. Okay. If you do this in the KOROK forest and look up, I didn't want to go till morning. Why did I do that? It needs to be noon. Anyways, and you're looking up, and you stay looking up, and you press A for the Master Sword. Haha, choo-choos do not count as enemies. Love it. Then you can just yoink the Master Sword that way, which cuts so much time. You don't have to get the camera rune or anything like that. I hate these time-based. Let's pick up some stuff. Do I have inventory spot? I do have inventory spot. Which means I'm not going to go with a Lysol arm. Though, cool fact about Lysol arms is that they act as boomerangs. So, just, you know, in case you ever needed a boomerang and you could find a Stall Lizalfos, but you can't find a boomerang? Use the boomerang. Use the, oh, here we go. Hello. Hello. You gonna do your thing? Did I do this wrong? I thought you just had to stand on it. Hang on. Oh, no, I have to light it. I think? Yes, there we go. Heart on fire. That was it. Haven't done that shrine in a long time. But we'll go ahead and activate that. Let's see. I think what I want to do next is I want to acquire me some moon jump. I actually have found a more consistent method for getting moon jump. Because even like those who help, let's see what the shrine is. See if we want to defeat it. If it's easy enough, we'll just go ahead and defeat it. I'm thinking this might be a cannon. Okay, cool, easy enough. Oh. I thought I had my bombs on. I had the Mastercycle on. I've been playing a lot on my personal file, and I cheesed the I cheese the master trials using shield clipping. If you are not familiar with shield clipping, I am excited to show you shield clipping. Actually, I changed my mind. What we're going to do after this shrine is we are going to go get the Master Sword, even though we have the Master Sword. So, I think that's an effective use of our time. Because, if nothing else, it's hilarious. So we have the Master Sword. We swiped it the old-fashioned way. And by the old-fashioned way, I mean... get out of the way. I mean by using Apparatus Glitch, which is on my YouTube channel, and is now defunct unless you just want to be really boss about how you... we'll do that later. About how you get your Master Sword. And so now we have the Master Sword, but we also now have more than 13 hearts. So we can actually trigger the proper cutscene. However, shenanigans ensue when we do that, because we have the sword. We don't need the sword. We got it. So we'll just go take it again. Plus, if you're not familiar with shield clipping, I've got to show you that at some point. And to do that, I've got to open up the trials. And to do that, I have to get the Master Sword properly, technically. So, let's go to KOROK Forest and get that. Because why not? Let's make Zelda look ridiculous. Okay. Let's change out of our mask. It would help if I didn't go past the inventory page. There we go. And let's torch. Master Torch. It is the Master Torch. Actually, it has nothing to do with that. I don't think it will come into play in the cutscene. But why not? Because the Master Torch is real. It's a thing in this game. Master Torch, 100%. I'm pretty sure you still have to do the pull. Even though... So, the game recognized... the game recognized that I have the sword. But I'm pretty sure we still have to pull it. I've never seen it do this out of order like this. So, we're going to find out. And in case you haven't joined me on this stream and you're not familiar with Zelda Ballad, everything is Zelda rewritten. There's only one text mess up that I found so far, which is impressive with the amount of text that there is in this game. Even Nintendo proper has some messed up text in this game, and I'll show you that if it's in this version. Let's see if we can pull the sword. Yeah! Let's pull a sword that we already have. Yep. So, suddenly the sword appears, even though I have it.
Who is that? Did I doze off again?
So this cutscene is all credit to the Zelda Ballad team.
You finally decided to return. Better late than never. After 100 years, I'd nearly given up hope on seeing you again. Even my patience has limits.
I don't know why it cut some of the text. That was weird. That didn't happen last time I played through.
Look on your face tells me that you have no recollection of
My
me,
shenanigans.
however. I have watched over Hyrule since time immemorial. Many have referred to me over the ages as the Deku Tree.
Yes, you are the Deku Tree.
That is the weapon created by the ancient goddess.
But I got that on my pack.
That only the chosen
It's in my
one
pack.
can wield against the Calamity Ganon. What is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
Everything. Jump into the air. High. A
I
lot.
cannot say whether you are worthy or
Yep,
not.
yep.
The sword stands as a test to anyone who would dare attempt to possess it. I must warn you to take extreme caution.
It's off center, dude. You
You
missed.
sought to free the sword in any sort of weakened state. You would surely lose your life.
This music here is from Wind Waker. It is in the game proper, but it's the
Best of luck, young one.
KOROK Island. I can't think of the proper name. KOROK Haven, Forest Haven music. I've not played Wind Waker in years. I just recognize the music. I do thoroughly enjoy watching speedruns, though. Linkus 7s especially. Alright, we're gonna pull it. Guys, do you think we can pull this air? I think we can pull the air. Think we got this. Come on! Air! 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 Yeah! Air! What are you doing, Zelda? You're looking a little silly. Yes, your fist is mighty, Zelda.
Your master will come for you. Until then, you shall rest safely here. Although the slumber of restoration will most certainly deprive him of his memories, please trust me when I say that I know he will arrive before you yet again.
If I may be so bold, what is it that you are planning to do next, Princess?
The Master Sword. I heard it speak to me. It seems that my role is unfinished. There is still something I must do.
I sense there is great strength in your dedication.
Deku Tree. Your leaves are so
Deku
pretty.
Tree.
Your blossoms are so
I
pretty.
ask of you, when he returns, can you please relay this message? Tell him
Now then, words intended for him would sound much better in the tones of your voice, don't you think?
Yep. And he will never hear them. So sad. Rip Link. Fee. Back into the pedestal. So in the trailers for the new game, seems like Link is, at least for a while, not going to be able to hold the Master Sword because of the corruption on his hand. Oh, yay, we get to throw our fist around. I'm not kidding. Yep, there we go. That is wonderful. Love it. Because there's no object to have grabbed in the world.
Well, well. The sword that seals the darkness. I sense there is great strength in your dedication, Princess. Now then, what you just saw happened where you stand 100 years ago. If I may be so bold, Princess, that look on your face, the smile like the sun, I would do much.
I can't bring myself to cut the cutscenes.
Once again.
Especially since they're a little bit different for this go round. I need to wait for the sword to recover, yada yada yada. Show you a really cool trick real quick before we continue on. I won't complete the trick, but I'll show you what the shield clip is. So there is a way to skip the master trials pretty easily. I'm not going to put you through it yet because I want to master the stun locking the high knocks. Because if you don't stun lock the high knocks, you're stuck killing the high knocks with bombs. It's painful. We're actually going to be able to see if I can do it on this controller. I'm used to it on my Switch in handheld mode. I've not tried it here. So we're going to see how this goes. But, so there's something called shield clipping and skew. I just want to introduce you to that concept very quickly because it's entertaining, to say the least. And it has... Excuse me? Did I switch? I switched them. Oopsie. It's 5312, not 5321. Oops. There we go. I want to introduce you to the concept of shield clipping because it's fantastic. And if you are not familiar with it, it's great. So you have to get something called skew. And you have to, your skew has to be obtained on a wall facing the direction that you're trying to get out of the wall from. So the wall I'm going to be getting out of is west facing. So I want to obtain my skew on this diagonal here. That should have given me skew. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to pause buffer that, I'm going to remove the shield. I'm going to buffer through the removal. Yeah, she went backwards. That means I have my skew. Now, the beautiful thing is skew goes through loading zones. So I can actually obtain a good skew here in this room and go into the master trials and still have my skew to bust through the wall like Kool-Aid Man, as my sibling put it. They were like, is Link the Kool-Aid Man now? I said, yes, absolutely. Link is the Kool-Aid Man. So, we're going to enter the Master Trials. We're going to run in. I like to defeat the enemies. I like to get the boxes because I haven't mastered stun locking the high knocks. Oh yeah. Yeah, we have no clothes. I forgot about that. So we're just gonna come join these guys. And we want to make sure that we try and get our stuff so that they don't kill us. And we also, if you're going to challenge the enemies, remove your shield. Because you're not going to have a fun time otherwise. Thank you. Thank you. Take your stuffs. So, if you're going to do what I did, and you... Excuse me. Got a scream popping in my way. There we go. And you don't... Where did his bow go? Where does spear go? There it is. I was like, what? If you're going to do what I do, and you haven't mastered stun locking, I'm going to master stun locking before I try and attempt it on the stream. Excuse me. Blow up the boxes. These can actually net you anywhere from what I have to even more goodies. So very worth it to blow up the boxes. You may also want to cook up some attack up. 9 minutes, 3 times attack up. Foods. Doesn't matter what, just whatever will do the job for you. In that way, that transfers into the trial, and you can take it to the high Nox if you're fast enough. So, the way that you can do this, I'm just going to remove the... Okay. So, what you want to do is you want to shield surf into the wall and immediately remove your shield. You want to try to not shield surf to the wall, or you'll lose your skew. So this is a prayer that I get this. Yep, got that part. Oh, almost through. This is a slightly different controller than I usually use. Nope, don't want to do that. Oh, but that put me through. That worked. So this is the void of the Master Trials. And I'm not going to challenge him right now because I don't want to waste your time. But if you want to go ahead and do it yourself, I'll show you where to go. So all the Master Trial rooms are on one grid. If memory serves, our friend the High Nox, it hides on the water that is right here. And there's a part of me that's just tempted to get owned by this High Nox anyways and die. Because I've gone in here and done it, done half the job anyways. So what you can do is you can come over here and drown? What? That has never happened to me. Am I at the wrong room? I might be at the wrong room. Hang on. That's weird. That's never happened to me. I'm just now curious what room this is, so I'm gonna find out. I'm pretty sure this wouldn't be the High Nox room. Cherry! Well, game. What shenanigans are you up to? Now, there are, like, you can see, like, this bubbling here. And there are ways, like, to get in a stunned, position where you are endlessly dying. Yeah, this is the High Nox. That has never happened to me, going into the High Nox room. That is bizarre. I've never experienced that, and I've gone in the High Nox room more times than I would like to admit. And see, this is regular water. This is not killing me. Okay. Continuing on our Trionus journey. We can hear him sleeping. He's a-sleeping. This was actually a lot less stressful when I couldn't hear. I was in a situation where I was playing my game, but I couldn't have the audio on. But battling something like the Hinox is a lot less stressful when you don't have musical cues. I'm just saying. I'm a musical person, so the music gets to me. It gets to me. But yeah, so part of this glitch, it does not matter what trial. Sorry, it matters what trial you enter through, not what final trial you defeat. So, I am good. Like, right now, the Hinox is the final trial for the beginning trials. But you can enter the middle or final trials, go to the Hinox room, and get the sword for those trials. So, that's not a shield jump. Not a shield jump. Okay, let's try this again. And if all went... What? I've never had that happen. Shenanigans. Okay, try again. Did I lose my skew? Guys, we may not be going into this one yet anyways. There we go. It's never taken me 3 times to get through that wall. I can usually get through that wall. Yes, bird murder. Well, Hinox murder right now. The Hinox will probably kill me because I've not mastered stun locking it. So I am breaking the game. I am, apparently the game is breaking me because it's doing shenanigans it has never done before. But so what we are doing is I clipped out of the first room of the Master Trials, or Trial of the Swords, and I am now in the final room. I clipped back in. And now we're going to hopefully stun lock this Hinox. So, wacky, whack. You don't want to hit him too hard, because if you do, it breaks the box, which is no bueno. Okay, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. I don't want to have to try and defeat you with just bombs again, because I did that before and it wasn't fun. Just bombs on a Hinox takes for friggin' ever. Close to getting him. Ha! I've not gotten the stun lock on the Hinox. Yes, I don't know. I honestly don't know why I was taking damage. I don't know if it's something I did when, I glitched out of the first room of the Master Trial. Or if it's something to the Zelda's Ballad specifically. But for some reason there was mud. And that's what was causing the damage. And actually, I can come around the edge here and demonstrate that, maybe, if it didn't disappear with the high knocks. So I don't know if that's a Zelda's Ballad thing, or because I glitched the game and it just decided, I don't like that. Don't break me, please. Yeah, that turned into mud. I don't know why. That's really weird. So, we did room 1. This was the final room of the trial because I glitched out, and I actually managed to stun lock the high knocks, which I've never successfully done. I've done it like to halfway, but I've not actually successfully stun locked him. And what stun locking is where basically the high knocks is taking damage, flinching. Okay, should be back. Sorry about that. Don't know what happened. My streaming software just decided to disconnect. Yeah, so that happened because for some reason mud appeared on the playfield, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's something I did when I clipped out, or if it's something specific to the Zelda Ballad mod, because I've been breaking out, part of my relaxation over the weekend has been trying to perfect some of this Trial of the Swords escape shield clips and going into the High Nox room. And I've never run into that mud at that spot. Mud is now your best friend. I love it. I deserve it. I killed the birds. By the way, guys, I don't have it for you today, but I'm going to try and figure out the whole, you know how when you subscribe, sometime on some people's streams, that shows up. I'm working on one that will be somewhat immersive. So I will hopefully have that within the next stream or two. Let's see, I think I put in my notes that we would go after Gerudo. So here's what we'll do. We'll acquire Moonjump, because I want to show you the more easy way to get Moonjump, and what I have found to be the more effective way. As a good idea, that wasn't the plan, but maybe that's the donation. Run through with a horse. Poor birds. They didn't stand a chance. I'm trying to think if I turned off the animal friends mod. If I did not, birds beware. Alrighty. Let's go acquire some Moonjump. By the way, my Moonjump shenanigans will be better today, because what I did not realize is that Rivali's Gale messes with your hops. So your hops are not as good when you are... Oh, yeah, boy! I don't know what noise that just was. Where you at, KOROK? I just saw the flower. I have no idea what that noise just was. It was a noise. It was a noise of joy at seeing a KOROK. Because getting 55 KOROK seeds is going to be important to the glitch that I will do on the next stream, because I'm not collecting 55 KOROK seeds tonight. Because I only have 10. It was a very strange noise. That was like the weirdest noise I could have made. Wee boy! I'm not sure. We might need to talk about that noise. I'd like to think that it is as adorable as Arl's "Oi!" in Wind Waker. Alright, so we're gonna drill. And what we're going to be doing, it's gonna sound weird. So we're gonna be aiming for horses' butts. Here's why. They have a bigger hitbox. A lot of people with the moon jump glitch try to aim for the middle of the horse, but that often will get you hit by the horse's neck. And we don't want to get hit by the horse's neck because that then ends the minigame. So oh, I know, it's nowhere near as cute as that, because she's like a 10-year-old girl. Oi! I need to play Wind Waker again sometime. Like, it's been years since I've legitimately played Wind Waker. Alright, horsey. Up the hill. So, watch me eat my words on this and not aim correctly. But, if we aim correctly at the horse's butt, then we should be successful. We're gonna wait till it's 14 seconds. They're walking away! No horses! Don't do that! That's one way to destroy the minigame. Alright. We're going in now. I can't make that. Dang it. Oh, nice. My first Zelda game was Link's Awakening, the very original Game Boy one. Not the DX with the color or anything like that. It was the for the big gray brick. And my grandparents had it. So I have a lot of fond memories of that, and especially that being my first Zelda game. And strangely, I've not been able to bring myself to get the remaster of Link's Awakening. I want to. I just haven't brought myself to do it. Oh, other fun thing is soon I will get a new HDMI capture so that I can stream. My streaming quality does not look good, and I don't know what to do about it. Because it's gotta be my internet. Ugh. Sorry about that, guys. I will try and fix that for next time. But I've had requests for Animal Crossing New Horizons and Mario Kart 8, which I do not mind playing. I do like them. They're good games. So I am going to work on landing on this horse's butt. No! I missed! It was a small childhood, but it was one. Let's see. Try this one more time without missing the horse. Because when those are the two things that do mess me up still on activating moon jump are the two things that just happen, which is the horses walking away completely or walking in weird directions. So those are the two. I hope they don't patch this in Breath of the Wild. $200 says that they do. Oh well, we'll find new ways to break the game. Because why not? Stop. Stop. Okay. 14 seconds. Let's wait. Apologies again for the quality, because I can see it's not great on my screen. Alright. You can also land on them backwards. So, there we go! Totally shouldn't work, but it does. We don't soothe the horse, and we go into moon jump mode. Third time's a charm. This poor guy who... So, if y'all have watched Cleric, K-L-E-R-I-C, has great glitch videos. But he was streaming, playing the game with no runes. Bullet rush and clipping in it. Yep. Those are very good glitches to be doing. Let's see. But, so, Cleric has actually great videos on figuring out how to do the glitches. That's actually how I was able to begin successfully shield clipping. Linkus 7's great for wind bombing, or bomb launches. He has a great one for that. But, so he was streaming doing the game with no runes. And to do that, you need to, obtain moon jump. And he was struggling to get the moon jump because the horses are so finicky. And people on his stream were trying to tell him how to moon jump. It's like he knows how to moon jump. He did a video on it. The horses just were not cooperating. Alright. Hop, hop. Hop to it. Or, as Rivali would say, flap to it. Alright, my friend. Are we near the Thunderblade? I think we are.